What if I told you that in the age of space travel and smartphones, where satellites beam data across the globe in milliseconds, nearly 10% of Americans believe that the Earth is flat? It sounds absurd, doesn't it? But it's true. And this surprising statistic raises a burning question. Why are so many people rejecting centuries of scientific progress? This isn't just a fringe idea whispered in dark corners of the internet. It's becoming a growing cultural movement that demands serious attention. Understanding why such beliefs thrive today reveals much more than just the quirks of conspiracy theories. It provides insight into the way modern society engages with information, authority, and truth itself. Beneath the surface, it's not just about whether the Earth is a sphere or a disk. For many of these believers, it's about questioning everything they've ever been told, finding comfort in feeling like they know a secret that others are too blind to see, and resisting what they perceive as oppressive control by elites. This idea taps into a deep psychological desire to feel special and independent from mainstream thought, which is a powerful motivator. In an age where being informed often means blending into the crowd, the Flat Earth theory offers its followers a way to stand out, to feel enlightened in a way others cannot. And in today's hyper-connected world, ideas that were once dismissed as laughable now have the power to go viral, spreading rapidly through social media networks and online platforms. The internet provides the perfect ecosystem for fringe ideas, offering echo chambers that make people feel validated in ways unimaginable just a few decades ago. Someone who stumbles upon a flat Earth video on YouTube might start with mild curiosity, but the algorithm will keep feeding them similar content until curiosity morphs into conviction. In these digital spaces, where alternative theories are shared freely, followers are drawn deeper into the belief system. This is where confirmation bias comes into play. People naturally seek out information that supports what they already believe. And once doubt is planted, every new piece of information begins to look like evidence for the conspiracy. What makes matters worse is the growing distrust of institutions. Surveys show that institutional trust in the United States has been eroding for years, with governments, scientists, and mainstream media often being viewed as manipulative or corrupt. This skepticism acts as fertile ground for ideas like Flat Earth, where rejecting conventional knowledge becomes a form of personal liberation. If NASA and governments are seen as lying about space travel and photos of the Earth, then doubting the shape of the planet seems like a logical next step. People feel as though they're peeling back layers of deception, unveiling a world that others blindly accept without question. It's not just a theory. It becomes a statement of defiance against the establishment. Ironically, the more someone tries to convince a flat earther with science and evidence, the more it reinforces their belief that they're under attack by the system they've rejected. This breakdown of trust is also tied to how information is consumed in the digital age. With endless streams of articles, videos, and opinions available at the tap of a finger, it's easy for people to become overwhelmed and uncertain about what to believe. In this flood of information, people often gravitate toward what feels emotionally satisfying rather than what is factually accurate. The Flat Earth theory provides simplicity in a complex world. It offers answers to big questions and a clear narrative. We are being lied to, and those who seek the truth are the real heroes. This simplicity is compelling, especially for people who feel alienated or disillusioned with modern society. It gives them a sense of belonging in a community that supports and validates their doubts. The sense of community is one of the most powerful aspects driving this belief. Flat Earth conventions, online forums, and social media groups offer believers a space to connect with others who share their views. Many people are drawn to these groups not just for the theory itself, but for the emotional support and camaraderie that comes with it. When mainstream society labels them as crazy or delusional, these communities become a safe haven where they can feel understood. This sense of belonging makes it even harder to break away from the belief, because leaving would mean not only changing their worldview but also losing their social support network. It's easy to dismiss flat earthers as ignorant or uneducated, but the reality is more complicated. Many of these individuals are perfectly functional in other aspects of their lives. They hold jobs, raise families, and interact with the world around them just like anyone else. What sets them apart is not a lack of intelligence, but a deep skepticism combined with the psychological need to feel in control. They see themselves as skeptics rather than gullible followers, questioning what others take for granted. In fact, they often pride themselves on asking questions and not blindly trusting what they're told, which in their eyes makes them more rational than those who believe the mainstream narrative. This need for control becomes even more pronounced in times of social uncertainty. The past few decades have seen rapid technological changes, economic upheavals, and political polarization, all of which contribute to a sense of instability and distrust. People naturally seek stability and meaning, and conspiracy theories like Flat Earth offer a way to make sense of a chaotic world. When everything feels uncertain, the idea that there's a grand deception being orchestrated by powerful forces can paradoxically provide comfort. It gives people a narrative where they are the ones who have figured things out, standing strong against lies and manipulation. Flat Earth belief also taps into a long history of mistrust towards science. Scientific knowledge can often feel distant or incomprehensible to the average person, and when people don't fully understand something, they're more likely to doubt it. This creates a gap between experts and non-experts, and into that gap step charismatic figures and influencers who claim to know the real truth. These figures play a crucial role in spreading Flat Earth ideas by framing themselves as brave truth seekers who dare to challenge the lies of the scientific establishment. Through YouTube channels, podcasts, and blogs, they build followings that amplify their message and attract new believers. The structure of these online platforms also plays a major role in the spread of the belief. Algorithms on social media are designed to maximize engagement, and controversial content tends to perform well because it provokes strong emotional reactions. As a result, Flat Earth content is often promoted more heavily than factual information, simply because it grabs attention. Someone who watches one Flat Earth video is likely to be recommended dozens more, creating a feedback loop that reinforces the belief. In this way, the internet serves as both a breeding ground and an accelerant for conspiracy theories, making them more accessible and appealing than ever before. What's particularly striking is that many Flat Earthers aren't just casual believers, they are passionate advocates for their views. They attend conferences, debate skeptics, and create elaborate models to explain how a flat Earth could work. For them, it's not just a belief but a mission to wake others up from what they see as a mass delusion. This zeal makes it difficult to change their minds, because admitting they were wrong would mean admitting that they've been deceived for years. It would mean losing their sense of purpose and community, which is a deeply painful prospect. Ultimately, the Flat Earth movement isn't just about science or evidence. It's about identity, community, and control. It reveals how fragile our relationship with truth can be in an age of information overload and institutional distrust. When people feel disconnected from the systems that govern their lives, they are more likely to seek meaning in alternative narratives, even if those narratives defy logic and reason. Flat Earth belief might seem ridiculous on the surface, but it reflects broader social anxieties that are shaping the way we engage with knowledge and authority. It's a reminder that in today's world, the battle for truth isn't just about facts. It's about who we trust, how we feel, and the stories we choose to believe.